Today is the 17th of March. I told you guys St. Paddy's Day, and what was the significance behind St. Paddy's Day. Maar wat nou van die nommer 17? Want vandag het ons interessante ding. Toe ek nou op skool was, moes ek nou na die biblioteek toe gaan daar in Pretoria se middestad. Ek moes 2 busse vat, nê? Eers plein toe en dan een van die plein af uit Kerkstraat uit, dan het ek nou daar by die biblioteek gekom. Dan moes ek nou daar na die kennisse toe gaan en in die indeks uithaal. Dan moes ek die goed gaan soek het. Maar vandag se kinders Google alles. En toe gister het my dogtertjie vir my gewys van Google. So ek weet ook nou van Google. Toe gaan Google ek die nommer 17, nê? En het julle geweet, wie's IT ouens? How many computer programmers does it take to change a light bulb? None. It's a hardware problem. Ja, net IT ouens wat dit vang. Okay. Maar, dan het vir hackers gevra, nê? As jy nou randomly 'n nommer tussen 1 en 20 moet kies, is 17 die gewildste nommer wat hulle kies. Interessant, nê? Jy is stom geslaan sien ek. As jy dus, wie se Duco fans? Jy het 'n minimum van 17 lyndrade nodig om 'n Sudoku puzzle klaar te maak. Jy het dit geweet? En jy dag ek gaan die konstant grappies maak. Net ernstig.
Ons het nie van kry.
Okay, pak dit oor vir my oor. Alright. Harry Potter came to age at the age of 17. So, in what world does Harry Potter live? Want toe ek oor Harry Potter, dink ek nou my pel van Pretoria Noord. Dis blijkbaar nie daai Potter nie. What's that world, Mark? You must know this. Where does Harry Potter live? What's that kingdom or that school called? The school of what? Hogwarts, thank you. So if you go to Hogwarts, you're seen as an adult when you turn 17. Amazing, eh? And of course, for what it's worth, it's a prime number. And Donald Trump's address is 17th Street now in Washington, D.C. Just in case you would go visit, have a cup of coffee, use it, don't use it. Okay. If you look at the periodic table, group 17 is halogens. A.B. de Villiers, jersey number in the one days in T20s is number 17. En jy moet mense weet wat dit weet. Want dis 'n hele paar Afrikaans sprekende mense van Pretoria. Ja. There are 17 species of penguins. Interesting fact, eh? If you're in France and you're in trouble, you dial 17. I don't know if you're going there on honeymoon, use it, don't use it. Alright? Bands like the Sex Pistols, Kings of Leon, and Jethro Tull all had songs called 17. And today, the 17th is now the day that M squared was created. So I've been asked by Monique, since I'm the only qualified alcoholic in this room, she's my apprentice, to do a thing called a sabrage. It's a very interesting tradition. So if you go back to weddings and things to the 1400s, 1600s, it was very barbaric. And if you look today, do you notice there was a lot of, Mark had a lot of best men, Monique had all the bridesmaids. You know what was the reason behind it? Marriages was arranged, and you could kidnap a bride and force her to marry you. So that's why when people got married, and it was families with a bit of money, you know. I can think of many jokes, but I can't make it. It's not too early in the night. They would, if it was a bride from a very well-off family, of course, a lot of men wanted to marry her. So that's why they normally would have dressed the bridesmaid similar to the bride and put on veils, so they don't know who the bride is. So the chances of kidnapping the right girl is quite, you know. And then, of course, the best man. Mark was listening to this. The groom, the guy that's the most likely to kidnap the bride, he made his best man to keep him close. And if you guys notice, when I stood, Monique was on the left and Mark was on the right, so he can keep his sword in his right hand to fend off people, because you can kidnap the bride until that ring is on the finger. Luckily, in 2018 today, it's a lot more relaxed, huh? There was nothing of that. Okay, brilliant. But coming to that, so basically if you look at a lot of champagne houses, it's owned by few ladies today. You've got Veuve Clicquot, which translates to the widow Clicquot. You've got Madame Bollinger, which is the Bollinger Champagne House. So why is it that so many ladies actually own champagne houses? Because they didn't have binnenlanders. They had war for fun. France was fighting England, then France was fighting Spain, then England was fighting Spain, then France was fighting the Swiss, it was always wars, which means the men actually got killed and the women took over the businesses. And Veuve Clicquot, the widow Clicquot, there's a story that she was very fond of young soldiers. And she would invite them over to play Sudoku. So you need 17 clues for that. Minimum. Are you with me? And then to say thank you for playing Sudoku with her, she would give them a bottle of champagne to say thank you. And they would, and now of course as young soldier want to drink the champagne before it gets cold, and he would do this sabrage. And I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to move to that side of the hall to do it, okay? Are you ready?
Ja, no.
Nou is ek nervous. En ek's 'n lefty. Al die girls sê, check daai groot swaard. Size matters, nee. Is it correct, right? Girls, if you think that, look at that big saw. Must I do it again?
Please.
All right.
Small salt.
Keep it short.
Let's just keep this one short, yeah. You see, girls? This is why you use it. I'm going to leave this here, you guys can do this.